Hello, my name is David Kleiner, and I'm going to be talking to you today about theater in the United States, specifically about the Cornerstone Theater Company based in Los Angeles, California. What makes this theater company noteworthy is the unconventional method in which it creates its plays. Instead of choosing to produce a play that's already been written, Cornerstone has chosen to create original plays based upon collaboration with community groups and individuals to individuals. These collaborations can take a number of years and involve many different groups and individuals. And these groups of plays, which present the theme from different points of view using different subject areas, form what is called a play cycle. The theme of the play cycle that I'm going to be talking to you today about is justice. And my remarks are going to be based upon an article written by Anne Garcia Romero, written for the publication Theater Forum, which is an international theater journal. The subject areas to be included in the play cycle are criminal punishment and retribution, reproductive rights, immigration and documentation, and the environment. And Cornerstone uses primarily four methods to research and gather information for its plays. One of those methods is collaboration with community organizations. For example, one of the plays called Someday, written by Julie Marie Myatt, which deals with reproductive rights, includes community partners such as Feminist Majority Foundation, the Hollywood chapter of the National Organization for Women, and the Women's Reproductive Rights Assistance Project. And the importance of using community organizations is that these organizations have firsthand experience with the subjects being pursued, and which provides a good background for the plays as they're being written. And also, these community organizations can suggest individuals that can participate in other methods used to research and gather information for the plays. One of these other methods is the personal interview. And these personal interviews are conducted with people with many varying points of view on the subject. And it's good to be open and to all areas, to all ways of thinking about a subject to avoid the possibility of creating a play that has a very narrow focus. And some of these viewpoints that individuals have can be very different and can cause conflicts between the people who are discussing these ideas. And these differences of opinion can become very evident when a third form of gathering information is used. This third form is the story circle. And the people who have the very different ideas, attitudes, opinions, and experiences encountered in the personal interviews are brought together in one place, and a discussion is held on the subject at hand. And some of these discussions can be very heated and can help shape the way the final play is written. A fourth way, which is used to gather information and research, is by presenting public readings of drafts in process. Now, the community members are invited to listen to these public readings and encouraged to give feedback and opinions about what they hear in these readings. And the common thread in all of these methods of gathering information is the participation of community members. I've talked about how community members participate in the creation of the play, but community members also participate as performers in the play. Now, this can provide an added powerful dimension to a finished play, in that a performer would not be simply portraying a character in a situation, but they will be people who have actually experienced the situation that's being portrayed in a play. Now I will give some comments about several of the plays that are included in the play cycle. The first play I'll mention is Los Illegals, which was written by a ensemble member of Cornerstone, Michael John Garces. This play incorporates another common method used in Cornerstone in using an on-site or location setting. The play was performed in the parking lot of the Armory Center for the Arts in Pasadena. And the stories included in the play are about individuals who are immigrating or who have already become immigrants to the United States. And community partners for this play included the National Day Laborers Organizing Network and the UCLA Downtown Labor Center. The difficulties and injustices experienced by immigrant laborers, some of whom are undocumented, was the focus of the play. And almost half of the play was written in Spanish, which gave a sense to the English-only members of the audience, a sense of the language barriers that are encountered by people trying to immigrate to the United States. And many of the actors in the play were actually undocumented laborers, which did cause some concern for their safety. Another of the plays, which I've already mentioned, Someday by Julie Marie Myatt, had an aspect in which it tried to dispel misconceptions about people with disabilities who desire to have and to raise a child. The play also gives examples of how interviews and story circles can affect the final outcome of a play. During one of the story circles, Myatt interviewed a woman with cerebral palsy who was also an MFA trained actor. And after hearing this woman's story and her concerns about motherhood, this provided the impetus for Myatt to create a character in the play to give voice to people with disabilities. And the woman was then cast to play that character in the final production. And one of the interviews done in the process of researching the play was between the playwright and the author of the article that I'm using as a basis for this talk. Anne Garces Romero revealed to Myatt that as a teenager she had undergone a hysterectomy, and Myatt used this experience as part of the final narrative of the play. A third play I'll mention is called Touch the Water, written by Julie Hebert. And this play also uses a location setting in which bleachers for the audience are set up near the banks of the Los Angeles River. And the couple partners that participated in this production were Friends of the Los Angeles River and the Army Corps of Engineers. And the play contains stories about people and animals who have interacted with the river. There is a puppet that represents a girl who died in the river, and there is a representation of a turtle that was affected by the pollution in the Los Angeles River. And one of the other characters is an ex-convict who lived on the riverbanks. In conclusion, society in the United States is very complex. And with the very many groups who compose our national identity, it is not difficult for some people to exploit stereotypes and promote ill will between people of different ethnic, religious, political, and social backgrounds. And the Cornerstone Theater Company wants to increase public knowledge of all the different peoples that live in our country in the effort to reduce stereotypes and to help us to know each other personally. By increasing the personal knowledge we have about each other, Cornerstone hopes to contribute to the ideal of making tolerance and cooperation a reality in the United States. Thank you.